Welcome back, everyone, to Unstable TV's coverage of the Bronze, Silver, and Gold tournament for SE2C.com. I am Unstable, bringing you a bit of a weird commentary, or not weird, but different to my last ones, because we are looking at Bronze, Silver, and Gold. It'll be less casting of the games and more general tips and tricks, and having a look for leaks, just analysing the game to help these guys out as they go through. So we are going to have Fusion spawning here as the Red Zerg. Played pretty strongly so far throughout the entire tournament. And we are going to have bakalnu down here as the Teal Zerg, close air positions. They're going to see exactly what's up straight away. Got a lot of Overlord scouting. The good point about these positions, well, good and bad point, is you can actually park your Overlord on top of their base. No need for a drone scout. You can actually keep that at home. We are going to see an extractor trick go down by bakalnu. Whereas we've actually got the 9 Overlord coming from Fusion. Slightly different. In all honesty, they're exactly the same kind of thing. You just got to be careful that you don't leave your Overlord there too long. Pretty much as soon as that pull finishes, you run your OV away. That's a good timing to do it, so you don't get picked off, as it's going to be your second or third Overlords coming out. Alright, hang on. Just turning my mic up for you. So yeah, after the third Overlord, usually you don't want to lose it at that point, because it's like 33% of your supply. It's not what you want to happen. We do have no gas coming out from back. Oh, there we go. There's the gas. Something you can do on some maps, not as effective on this position, but for this one anyway. If you place an evolution chamber there with your scout drone, it actually forces the gas around the mineral patch a lot of the times. Like, I know it doesn't seem like much, but you delay their gas, you just frustrate the hell out of them, and you can actually get 1 or 2 drone kills once the evo chamber dies too. So that's always useful. But not sure what we're going to see from these guys so far. There's so many different ways to do it. Neither one of them has opted for a hatch first. That was becoming more popular in a lot of ZVZs, but I think the consensus was it was just too hard to defend. You pretty much had to play absolutely perfectly and have abs that, like, whoa, that's a very early spine crawl. A very defensive play from bakalnu. But what I was saying was it's very hard to defend. You pretty much have to play perfect. We are going to have a fast expand coming up from Fusion, though. Not first, but luckily for him, would have a spike crawler and a roach one. Now, is it? I can't tell. It looks like an L. But anyway, like I was saying, when you do have this extra hatchery, you got to be careful and make sure you scout your opponent when they're coming to you. You will have the lava advantage, so you will be able to pump out more units if you have the economy for it. But then on the other hand, it's very, very dangerous. If you get contained or there's a lot of roaches at the bottom of the ramp, you can't get out there. You need to defend this hatchery, because that's 300 minerals. That's 300 minerals plus, like, however many drones you put out there. So we are going to have... We have 4 roaches coming out now, 4 bakalnu. Back at Eno or whatever. Yeah, shoot, skull. Now, he's getting his very fast lair, so I have seen some timings where you go fast lair off roaches. And you pretty much punish this fast expand type build. So, you're going to have it all comes down to timing. Everything I'm saying. Even if it's CVZ, you still want to spread creep as much as you can. Depends what you're doing. It really honestly depends. If you're the aggressor, you want creep. If you're defending, you don't want creep. Because you're going to have enough creep around your main base to defend with. Is that just me, or does that creep look retarded? But, yeah, like, it's when, say, you get to this stage where you got Roach Hydra, and the other guy is going pure Mutalisk. Yes, of course you want creep. But whereas, on the other hand, if you're, like, Speedling and he's Hydra, or you're Roach Baneling, and he's Hydra. Obviously, you don't want creep because, yeah. Anyway, you get my point. Baka really playing extremely defensive. I don't really like that. He has seen, or hopefully he's seen, that there is an expansion there. So he really should be taking his own right now, or planning to actually attack. So, I can't remember who I was speaking. I was having a big discussion with someone the other day about his timings for expansions ZVZ. Pretty much because you have that extra lava, you don't have as much time to either a counterattack or put your own hatch down before you get irreparably behind in ZVZ. Now, he's getting +1 missile attacks. Very useful in Mass Ling versus Roach. Simply because they 2-hit Lings. It's like the Zealot and the Ling. Zealot's 2-hit Lings with +1 attack. The same goes for Roaches against the Zerglings. So it's really, really important to have that upgrade if you're going pure Roach. But it looks like both players are going to have the same thing now. See, he's waited too long. Like, I can understand him waiting for Roach speed, but I think he's waited a little bit too long. He's only got 10 Roaches versus the 8 for Fusion. Fusion also has quite a lot of Lings. And it's just these little bits and pieces that are becoming very, it's very hard to deal with. He's got 2 Spine Crawls at the front. He's going to be very, very safe versus this kind of play coming from Baka. He's also got quite a lot more Roaches coming. Wait, hang on, who's getting Burrow? Baka also getting Burrow. That'll definitely help him out if you can control those properly. We have creep. So here we go. We're going to see him coming in the front. There is Speedlings out for Fusion as well. Needs to be careful not to get poked into a corner here. He does have all those Lings there. More reinforcements for Fusion coming in. So like I was saying, this expansion's been up for too long. He is now ahead in the drone count. He's ahead in the tech. He's a little bit behind in the upgrades, but that's not too big of a deal in Roach versus Roach fights. But it does add up, of course. Like the 3-3 Roaches destroy hatcheries so damn quickly. It's not funny. Like I think TA Edge, I was having a game with him a while ago now, and pretty much he had Broodlords and Mutas. I just had like 200 pop of Roaches. I just ran past his Broodlords, ran past his Mutas, and just killed every single one of his hatcheries before I lost them all. It was actually kind of funny. But you do have 2 Queens here for bakalnu. Only just now getting his hatchery out. But if we have a look, it's 68 supply to 58. It's 18 drones to 32. So really that expansion wasn't taken advantage of by Baka. He didn't take advantage of the timing he had to attack there. He also waited too long to put his own hatchery down. So really just small, I know it seems small, but it becomes absolutely magnified in mirror matchups. What do we got? More Roaches coming out here. What do we got? 18 Roaches for 20. See, he's still behind, and he's just going to get further and further behind, unfortunately, here now. And the only way I can see him getting back in this is if he expands again straight away and just pumps drones for a long time. But 12 drones down in ZVZ is a really big amount, especially with 14 Lings to aid the Roaches as well. Good creep spread by Fusion as well. Fusion's also getting a Spire, which is a good tech choice. He's seen that there's a lot of Roaches. We have a look at Fusion's point of view. He does not see these Roaches coming. Just a small point there. I'm pretty sure you can see those Roaches moving if you pay close enough attention. Don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. Probably not on the stream quality, but yeah, you can actually see them moving underneath the ground. So we're going to have Roaches in the main here. If you can actually get rid of these tech structures really quickly, you should be okay. No, don't go for that. Oh, okay. If you're going to attack something, at least commit to attacking something. He's going to be able to take... No, just focus down the lair, man. Focus down the lair. Focus the lair! Okay. If he just focused that lair, he would have been pretty damn well off. Unfortunately, because that Overseer is coming out now, all these Roaches are just parked on top of him. He's not going to have a chance to get away. That Overseer is going to see him really quickly and right in the middle now. That is just too many roaches to lose. So now if we have a look, we're at 22 to 24 drones. But unfortunately, the army pop is looking at 77 to 44. And that is going to be GG as soon as he walks across the map. So, a good attempt by Baka. Like, I can understand where he was coming from. He needed to just commit to something. Like, he hit that once or twice, then he hit that once or twice, then he burrowed, then he tried to run away, and then he didn't, and then he popped up. Just think of something you want to do and do it. Like, you're going to be much better off just doing the one thing than you are from swapping and changing your mind and not doing anything. So this is going to be 1-1. And there's the GG, so we're going to be going into game 3 here between these two guys. It's going to be the last game of the night for me because I am ridiculously tired at the moment.